So, good day everyone. In this video, I'm going to share the knowledge that I have learned about computational science. First thing I learned is computational science is focused on solving problems, especially in understanding and solving complex problems. Computational science is also the development of models and simulations to understand natural systems. There are some area of computational science that is needed in computer science course, such as numerical and non-numerical algorithms, computer hardware, and computing infrastructure. I also learned that computational science is related in our course because it is rapidly growing field that uses advanced computing capabilities to understand and solve complex problems. Just like today's generation, everyone is already relying more on technology in workplace, social lives, and even in business. So another thing I learned in this lesson is the computational thinking. This is a method of thinking that is used to explain a problem's answer in a way that either a person or a piece of technology can use them successfully. Computational thinking is about coding and programming. It is the skill set behind coding, including the ability to decompose, recognize patterns, abstract and algorithms. Computational thinking can be learned through offline activities and applied to everyday problems. There are benefits of computational thinking. We all know that technology is everywhere in our lives nowadays. With today's innovation, it is very important for us to understand the concept behind communication with the technology. This is very important so that we are not left behind with the continuous development of technology. Now, let's move on to computational methods. These methods are computer-based methods used to numerically solve mathematical models that describe physical phenomena. Solving problem is the process of defining a problem, identifying its root cause, prioritizing and selecting potential solutions, and implementing the chosen solution. To be able to solve a problem using computational methods, the problem needs to have a certain characteristics, such as the problem needs to be clearly defined. You should be able to identify the current situation, find the potential barriers. So, para makapag-solve tayo ng problem gamit yung computational method, sinasabi dito na dapat yung problem natin may mga karakteristik. Gaya nga na sinabi nung una na kailangan ma-identify natin clearly identify natin yung problem para malaman natin kung ano yung mga possible na makakaharap natin na barriers habang sinosolve yung problems. So, the next one is the problem needs to be computable. So, syempre, gagamit tayo ng computational method. It is obvious that the problem needs to be computable because yun nga, gumagamit tayo ng computational method para masolve yung problem. So, yung pangatlong characteristic, yung the data requirements of the problem need to be examined, such as what type of data the problem involves and the storage capacity required to keep this data. Kagaya lang to na kapag nag-solve tayo ng problem kunyari sa computer natin, kailangan alam natin kung ano yung mga data tapos yung storage capacity habang nag-solve tayo ng problem. Last is you should able to if the problem can be approached using decomposition and abstraction. So these methods are key for tackling complex problems. So in decomposition, you are going to break down the problem into smaller parts and then you solve them part by part. So yung decomposition method, ito yung kunyari may isa kang problema, ipaghahati-hati mo siya ng marami para syempre kapag mas maliit na yon, mas madali mo na siyang masosolve. Tapos isa-isa mo siyang isosolve pagkatapos mo may decompose. Tapos yung pangalawa naman na sinabi is yung abstraction. Yung abstraction naman means removing unnecessary detail to reduce complexity. If we remove unnecessary details, it would be easy for us to find the solution. So yung yung abstraction, yung aalisin natin yung mga hindi kailangan na detalye doon sa problem na isosolve natin. Siyempre, kapag nabawasan natin yung mga details sa problem, marireduce yung complexity or mababawasan yung mga maraming nakasangay sa kanya or maraming connected. Yun, mawawala yun. Mas madali nating masosolve yung problem. So, Meron pang dalawang methods yung involved sa computational thinking problem solving. Yung una is yung pattern recognition. It means identifying the problem as an example of a class of problems that already been solved. Tapos yung pangalawa naman is yung automation. So this means to create an algorithm to solve the problem. O yung paggawa naman ng algorithms, di ba pinag-aralan natin dati na parang gumagawa tayo ng step by step na process para magawa natin kung ano yung gusto nating outcome. So ganun din dito sa automation. Gagawa tayo ng algorithms ng parang step by step process siya para ma-solve natin yung problems na gagawin natin. So one more thing about the automation is it is the process of taking the model and implementing a solution. This is achieved by implementing data structures. Yung data structures, yung para makapag-store ng data, yun yung arrangement of data eh. For example, yung mga array, yung ganon. Tapos sa algorithms naman, it is to process the data. Kagaya yung sinabi ko kanina, yung paggawa natin ng step by step process para ma-process natin yung data. So, yun lang. Thanks.